Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Point of View, where we take a moment out of your day, your busy day, to fill you in on stories everyone's talking about. Oh, coming up this weekend, everyone is talking about Valentine's Day. But since when did Valentine's Day become one-sided, a one-sided holiday? And should women be doing more for their partners too? Stay tuned, because we're going to discuss that. Plus, the drama surrounding Nick Cannon's ever-growing family tree continues. And we've got the latest update with more hot topics you won't want to miss with Natalia, Crystal,
hey,
and Michael Scott. Hey. All ready to dive into it all. So come on in, join the discussion. You're watching POV. Valentine's Day has become that time of year when many women expect to be romanced, wined, and dined by their significant others. You know, if they have one. But what about the men? They need love too. So the question is, has Valentine's Day become one-sided? Should women be doing more to celebrate their partner? Or is this simply the day meant to honor the women in your life? Let's talk about it.
I think that it is a day meant to honor love and lovers. And ultimately, in a traditional relationship, the man is going to benefit anyways. Because first of all, if you love me, you should be happy about making me feel loved and appreciated.
Well, that means it's one-sided.
Of course it is, and there's nothing wrong with that.
It is something
I mean,
wrong with
pregnancy is one-sided.
No.
Childbirth is one-sided.
Well, it's not one-sided because if I'm going to lay down with you and get you pregnant, then it's not one-sided.
But you ain't getting morning sickness.
But I have to go through it as well. I got to go through it. But Valentine's Day is not meant to be one-sided. When you're in a relationship with somebody, you want somebody to make you feel as if you matter. Mm. And if I'm the only person making you feel like you matter, then what's the purpose of being in a relationship?
Mm. I agree.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I agree. But at the same time, I feel like maybe like in a relationship where it's, the same sex, I think that could kind of be tricky. And I often kind of like wonder about that. How does that work?
But
how do you decide?
It's not that. That's not what the conversation is referencing. Yeah. The conversation is referencing, has it become all about women, one-sided, right? Mm. The man in the relationship, whether it be a same-sex couple or not, the man in the relationship, is it going to be two-sided or is it only going to be one-sided in this reference? That's what this is about.
Well, I feel like you stole my whole argument because
well, that's why. That's exactly
you
why.
stole my whole argument.
You said it right.
I was really just going off of the premise that childbirth is robbing women and we need more than one day.
No,
I feel like it's not one-sided, but it is depending on the person. How that person values their partner, whether it be male or female. If as a woman you value your man or whomever you choose, you are going to go out your way to make them feel the love.
Right.
That's the important part.
I'm with Chris on that.
If it's the other way around, where there's some women, and no disrespect, who are extremely selfish. And they do feel like how you feel.
I don't feel that way because when it's my turn, when I'm there, I do it. But at the end of the day...
But then you brought up childbirth, like, okay, so that means that it's still, in your mind, somewhat one-sided.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Exactly my point.
I
rest my case.
Well, traditionally, Valentine's Day didn't allow women to participate because they weren't financially independent, right?
Well, go back to that.
But now, women are more financially independent.
Right.
And so now you think maybe we need to emotionally evolve, that we have not evolved at the same pace that, tradition, it's not that way anymore. We need to evolve into a new way, and that's celebrating both partners. Both are celebrating each other.
I think the love of spectrum is important, right? So if I love you, regardless if I'm the female or the man, I think that I should be able to show you. Because if the roles were reversed and you were the man, you would want to feel loved as well. Sure. You see what I'm saying? So I think whether you're financially stable or not, because a gift doesn't have to be $1 million.
Right.
Right?
It could be a
It's all
card.
about the thought.
Yeah.
I feel like it's now become so superficial.
Yeah.
That's
That
exactly.
everybody's Valentine's Day needs
Yeah.
to look like the celebrity.
Right. It's so commercialized.
You need,
Exactly,
right. It's no
exactly.
longer about the love. It's no longer about
Right.
making a card and saying I love you and we stay in a house with dollar store candles.
Right.
Who cares?
Exactly.
It also
It's different
seems
now.
They
to
got the
me,
best
though, that women aren't the one, and I don't want to make it seem like women are the one that have made Valentine's Day one-sided, because I know plenty of men that do not feel like Valentine's Day is for them, nor do they want to give. They may want a
Because
little
you don't
something
make
extra.
the safe space. You don't make the space safe enough for a man to feel like Valentine's Day belonged to them. That's just like what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about feelings. Don't worry.
Oh, see, we
gonna
have a
talk-
man in the mix of things now, and he
Yeah.
has an opinion. And okay,
I'm just trying to figure out if Valentine's Day, if you're not buying big gifts and it's balloons and roses, are we getting a man balloons and roses too?
Why not?
No.
Why? But
no,
why
but
not?
no, hold on. So, not saying that you can't, but most men, very masculine men, are gonna say, you know, they don't need that. They rather, for lack of better words, hold on.
right.
Hold on. Word
Go ahead
around
and
the
fix
water
that
cooler.
up.
I don't
Somebody,
like it.
somebody said it now.
I don't like
Somebody
it.
said it
I ain't
now.
liking it.
Somebody said it
I'm
now.
not liking it.
That most men are okay with a little bit of toi.
All right.
Call it
I
that.
want a
We
little
gonna keep-
negligee, a little candle,
You know, a little
baby.
50 Secret,
Give me
a
a
little
slow
Planet
show.
Hollywood stuff.
Well, then
you know.
put some roses, and inside the roses, put the little negligee inside the roses.
Yeah, baby, this your gift.
Right,
yeah.
But it's a gift
and then I'm
inside
gonna allow
the
you
gift.
to look at me in this gift.
Well,
Right, there you go.
Michael, what are your expectations for Valentine's Day?
Well, being that I am a person that same sex, right? I expect my person to also show me the same type of love that I'm willing to give back to them. And it doesn't have to be glitz and glam. We're not doing it for social media. We're doing it for
Right.
Love.
You know what I'm saying? So that's me. I
But
prefer us to be like.
If we really want to go there, does anybody really know why Valentine's Day is actually Valentine's?
Oh,
Okay.
research that.
Okay.
Okay. It's not really
Then
about
you'll have
love.
a whole new perspective. Right. It definitely wasn't about love.
Just commercialized it. Just made money off of it.
Yes.
That's why.
They sell a
Wait,
billion
it's not.
roses on that day.
Exactly.
In other news, often when we talk about Nick Cannon, people focus on him having so many children, 12 to be exact, but not many people stop to think about the mothers and how they manage the dynamic between each other while raising all the children involved. Now, Abby De La Rosa, the mother of 3 of Nick Cannon's children, is speaking out, saying ego is what keeps the mothers from being cordial with each other. Take a look.
Now, as for the mothers, we don't have any communication with each other. Like, we all live very separate lives. We're all very individualized. We want what's for the bigger picture. And when you see the kids all together, which I've been very, very blessed to experience that numerous and numerous of times, it really is like, okay, my ego can't win in this. They deserve to know each other. They deserve to get to know each other. So
I agree.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Let me say it out loud. Every baby mama he had, except for Mariah Carey, thought that they were gonna be it.
Exactly. And
That is the
that's
reason.
That's
the
why they
ego is
laid
coming
down
into
with
play.
Every single one of them thought they were going to be his one and only. When everybody knows at the end of the day, who is his publicized one and only.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period.
Right. But
So-
she's bigger than he is.
Nick Cannon.
And
Right.
so that's what made it
His
what
ego.
it is. That's
his ego
that's what
was the
shrunk
problem.
his. Right, absolutely. Yeah.
I
Wow.
feel like what she's saying is
But is it really about ego, or is it trying to fit, this multiple, relationship people in, something? It's not traditional.
No, I agree.
In a it's non-traditional, and you're trying to fit that into what the norms
Well, I mean,
of one and one.
I'm going to combat that with
Okay.
saying that traditions no longer really exist. As we move into newer years and further, traditions just stop. They just start to disappear, right? Having 3 and 4 kids and having 2 baby daddies is kind of almost normal.
Common.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, respectfully.
Yeah.
Right? But just like Crystal said, every one of them thought they were going to be the one. And that's what it all boils down to. But when she said that the kids deserve to know each other, I think that the ego is squashed
Okay.
because of the thought of they do deserve to know each other.
But what I'm wondering is if it is now in that moment they feel like, okay, my ego can't win, but this is a space that Nick has orchestrated where all the kids have to come together. You know, are they able or will they be able to do that on their own to bring the kids together? Because I remember like my dad cheated on my mom quite a few times. And he had, you know, other kids. I love all my siblings. But for a long time, you know, my mom was the wife and she could not grasp, you know, just, you know, allowing these other kids and moms, you know, to come in and, you know, just kind of infiltrate the union that she thought that she created.
Because she thought she was the only one.
Or maybe thought that it was going to be something else, yeah.
Right.
But even after that, when it was over and they were separated, I still think that she felt like maybe betrayed in a way that she couldn't, you know, originally allow us or initially allow us to have a relationship with our other siblings. And eventually, you know, she got over that because we just kind of cultivated on our own. We got older and started reaching out and things like that. But I don't know, these situations like this, you know, polygamy and all those things, it's so touchy, especially when it comes to women, because men tend to rationalize and they're easier to say it's going to be this way. And women can say, yeah, I'm going to agree to that. And then you have all these children. And it's just like, even when he says this is what it's going to be, this is what it's not going to be, women aren't capable of that.
But in many relationships, though, that are polygamous, right, there's structure. I mean, when you're doing it, I guess that way, and there's hierarchy, there are boundaries.
There's money.
There's money.
Polygamy, you have to have money.
Of course, you gotta have money to be able to take care of everybody.
No, you don't.
This situation
I've yet
is
to see a polygamist who does not have the means to take care of
No,
all.
not the way they're doing it now. The way these
the
men are
modern
doing
way.
it now, the wives are working and they're bringing all the money to the man.
That's
Y'all-
a pimp. That's
Okay,
not
but that's what's going on, baby.
That's two different things.
That's what's going on.
No, this situation, Nick has all this money.
Okay.
He has all these networks, these connections, and things like that. So,
And everybody gets to touch.
But there's no
the apartment.
structure, so
My
it's
thing-
creating chaos.
I won't say
you know,
it's. I won't say it's not structured. I won't say that that's not. I don't think that.
You think there is?
I think that you want more money. I think that what Nick is giving you, now you want to separate yourself from that. And the only way to do that is if I make sure all of us are coming in together. I think that if I want more from you, I need to make sure all of this works together. If you get what I'm saying. That's my perspective.
So it's in their best interest to work together in order
There
to
you go.
receive more
But
of the
they're saying
income.
that they don't work together at all.
Right. But I think you're trying to fit something that's non-traditional into a box here and make it work. But when you don't have any structure, no hierarchy, there's no, like, who manages it?
Well, he does have some kind of structure because he's going to 7 houses on
Does he?
Christmas.
Oh, my goodness.
That's
She said in the interview that at the end of the day, he's a great father. He's a great provider. He does not skip on his duties as a man, one, and as a father to all of these children. They are all very well taken care of. As the mom,
Yeah, but the women can't seem to get along.
Yeah, but you knew that when you walked in the door. See, the problem is you thought that you were going to change who this man was by giving him 3. If you notice, every single one of them have multiple children because you thought that these multiple children were going to settle him down. Not knowing that, baby, if he had 7 before you, best believe he'll have 7 after you.
I still think he got all these kids for some extra stem cells, but we'll see how it plays
Who
out.
knows? Who knows? You see his
Where do you get that from?
He may be eating the placentas.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Now, let's get into all things love, life, relationship, and everything in between. Let's get into Girlfriend's Guide. Tally's still talking about the placentas.
Oh, my gosh.
Would you rather have a successful career but a terrible love life? Or sit with the love of your life while sacrificing career success for happiness? Shannon Sharpe recently admitted he regrets prioritizing money over relationships. Take a look.
The mistake that you make, I put work in front of everything, and I missed out on a lot of great relationships.
Would you rather be up and without a woman, or would you rather be with the woman and not as up as you are?
You want me to tell you God honest truth?
Yeah.
I'd rather be up, not up as much, and have somebody.
For real?
I do it. The mistake.
Cal, you said no. Michael, you said mm-hmm.
Yeah, I when I tell you, I can be honest with you, I feel the exact same way. Because, no, I mean, like, I understand exactly where he's coming from. Why? Because I put my career, my job, all of that in front of a relationship. And I know I was almost married. And the reason I wasn't married is simply because I decided that work was more important, because I have a firm belief that if the house is stable, we're stable. That's traditional, right? As the man, right? I'm very stern when it comes to that, because my daddy used to be the head of the household. You know what I'm saying? And now him and my mom are like even, you know, but my daddy brought in the money. That's how I felt. Like if I took care of the house, then everything would be good. You know, so like with him, I'd rather have the money and no relationship because I'm here than to have nothing in the love of my life.
Okay, so you're saying that you rather have the money, you keep the money, and no relationship. But he was saying that
He wanted out the relationship.
Yeah, that's what he wants now.
Yeah.
But before, right.
But before, he saw it differently.
Yeah. And I think that it's probably, definitely like similar reasoning. But I also think that it could be because he has almost lost it all recently. We literally almost saw that. And I probably he felt so lonely when he felt like his life was just up in the air and just didn't know what was going to be left when it came down, that he just felt like, man, if I have nothing left, I have no one to, so it's a
But do you
hard
think
choice.
that the money, focusing on the money, that men are more in a position of feeling like if they have that money, then they're more worthy of a relationship?
I mean, honestly, you need to be
Society
financially
almost says
stable before you date.
Yeah.
Right? Because at the end of the day, yes, it's a give and take. I'll use myself as an example. I had all the money, but I had a horrible relationship. I was still in depression. The money, I could wipe my tears with it, and it still did nothing for me because the other side of me was still lacking. You have an emotional side, and then you have that side that wants stability. They have to be together. You have to have both.
You have to have
right?
a partner that can do
When
it
you
for you.
don't have money and you have an amazing relationship, as a man, when you have no money and a partner, what is wrong here? What happens?
I'm stressed. You stressed.
Exactly. You stress us.
Yeah.
We are all angry. Every time you walk in, it's monotone because you have no money. But then when you do have money, whether it be the man or the woman, you walk in, hey, how you doing? The house could have burnt halfway down. It doesn't matter because I can rebuild it.
Right.
I feel like
we can move on.
There's no conversation to be had if you don't have that financial stability amongst each other. What do we talk about? Because we can't do anything. We can't go anywhere. So what is there to talk about?
Honestly,
What experiences are we going to have that we can share? Yeah.
as much as I value financial stability, I can't say that I agree because I've been in a relationship where we both started with little to nothing and grew it immensely by putting our two heads together. And I feel like even in that, once you get to a place of optimal financial stability, if you do not have that foundation of love, if you cannot see that person naked without anything, without a dollar, and still love them uncontrollably, then the tides of life are up and down. It's just the way that it goes. We may be up, then we may drop. We may almost be down. You know what I'm saying? It's like a roller coaster ride. And if you don't have that love that connects you when you're down, you're going to fall off anyway.
Okay, so let me ask a quick question here, right? Hold on. A guy approaches you right now. If you were single, guy approaches you right now, has no money. He looks like a bum on the street. You have money, but you love each other. So you're going to stay with him?
We're not talking about somebody that looks like a bum on the street.
Well, when I say bum, I'm just saying he has nothing.
Someone that
He has
has
nothing to offer
goals
you.
and ambition and a vision and just has not had someone to come and hold them up so that they can come to fruition.
So are you gonna say you're happier building up your partner from ground zero while you're up versus your partner coming in financially stable as they should, male or female,
right,
and you guys can do it together?
So you gave me A, B, and I'm gonna give you C.
No, you have to take A or B.
I'm not taking A or B. For me, I'm the type of person that when I am loved properly and when I am seen truly, anything is possible. Anything that you give me is gonna flourish. We're gonna have a forest if it's a tiny seed. But if I'm not loved properly, it's a wrap. It can't even function. So to me, I am love motivated, and I believe that because my heart is in the right place, God has always blessed me, and I've never went without.
I don't feel like you'll be able to incorporate the amount of energy needed to, well, not even invest the type of energy needed to someone without. I think it's very difficult. I've tried. Okay, I think it's very difficult. Imagine you going to work 12, 14 hours a day and you come home and he's sitting on the couch with a remote. Just imagine that.
We ain't talking about no bum now.
No,
It's not a bum.
no. He ain't got no. He just ain't got no money.
He ain't got no money.
He just ain't got no money.
But I mean, he got
That's
no
not a bum.
But if you're
It's
in
2026 though. It's 2026, baby. You have to do something.
That's all.
But that's not everybody, though.
We ain't talking about the bag. We talking about
money.
some money.
Talk about
to
having
show
a
you.
job, though.
Right. So my thing is, does ambition put food on your table?
It does not.
Is it imaginary? It is. And if they don't have something at this table, we cannot eat together.
don't
One
even want-
plate.
So basically,
can't be-
if they're not
Should you not be eating then if all of your businesses take a hit and you're down? Should you not be eating then if he's the one holding you down and you have nothing to put on the table?
No, that's not nothing because you're not
No.
going to just sit there. It's going to be the same. It's going to work for both sides.
But now you just have ambition. You ain't got nothing else right now.
But you said if
But
the
you
person
hate.
has ambition, if the person loves you correctly, your dog can love you correctly. No.
But I'd imagine if someone has
I'm not a puppy person, so I wouldn't know. I had a dog
has
for 1 week.
ambition, they're trying to be a provider, right?
Right.
They're bringing something to the table, maybe not today, but they have ambition to, in the future, hopefully the near future, to bring something to the table. Is that not true?
But ambition without vision and a map to actually carry it through
But she
means
just
nothing.
said that they need to have the vision.
But
She just said that.
shouldn't a good woman be coming with the vision? And we supposed to stir the net?
But hold on, see, that's another problem that we have in the African American community. As women, we believe that we are supposed to fix and build.
Oh, no.
That is not how this works.
I'm not
They are
saying fix and
women-
build, but
I
God
get
did
it.
take that rib out to make the woman to help me. So you're supposed to come and
You
help
heard the
me.
word help. If
To
I'm
help.
washing the dishes, can you come and hold my hands and wash them? Or are you going to rinse them and we're going to do
Thank
this
you.
together?
Thank you.
There's a difference.
Ah, yeah. Y'all talking about together like y'all saying something.
Oh, wow.
So now you get it.
Oh, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now you get it.
Right.
Well, y'all,
There you go.
it's time to get into our final segment of the day. It's time to pause and reflect on what truly matters. Today, we're talking about men's mental health. Let's get into mind, body, and soul. Today, we're tackling a topic that doesn't get enough attention: men's mental health. Society tells men to be strong and vulnerable, but what happens when they actually open up? Too often, men face judgment or silence instead of support. In your opinion, ladies and Michael, why do you feel so many men feel like they have no safe space to talk?
It's by design.
You think so?
It's by design.
We haven't evolved emotionally to
Nope.
accept men's vulnerabilities.
Well, I come from a household, and I'm sure all of us are 80s babies or close to, right?
I'm like 21.
Okay.
I heard that.
But if you think about it, the time that I come from, the man he's the strong one. I didn't see my father shed a tear until I was in my late 20s. And when he did it, I literally lost it on my dad. I'm like, what you doing? I'm like, suck it up. Like, because this is not what I'm used to. I'm used to seeing my Superman. I'm used to seeing no emotion. I'm used to seeing you just go to work and you come home and what my dad say, that's just what it is. And then when you become an adult now and you see times are changing and men are slowly but surely withering away because of this reason, you start to change your life.
I've never seen my dad cry, and I'm 35.
Could you handle seeing him
Absolutely,
cry?
I can handle seeing him cry. Why? Because I believe that as a Black America, I think that we put so much on Black men that they have to hold in their emotions. I feel like that women, and I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, don't beat me up. I feel like women look at men as the provider, as you said, as the macho man, as the protector. And so you're not supposed to cry. I'm supposed to be the one to cry. And that's not how it is. Think about a man holding in his emotions and then snap
Yeah.
because he had nobody to talk to. That's why I think that I'm a firm believer in just being who you are and being able to be express your emotions, And I think as women, you should allow men to express themselves. That way, guess what? Nothing is hit. Nothing is. You got drink it.
Sorry,
drink it,
Sasha didn't drink that water.
Drink your water.
Don't worry,
We have to run this one back.
we gotta bring you back, Michael, so you can talk about this. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot to unpack here, and we want to hear it. But before we wrap today's show, remember we're celebrating Black History all month long. Today we honor Whitney Houston, the Guinness Book of World Records holder for the most awarded female artist of all time. It's hard to believe it's really been 14 years since we lost her, but her music, her legacy, and the mark she left on the world continues to inspire us every day. Well, thank you for joining us. Don't you forget, you can catch us same time, same place, right here on POV.